This is going to be a quick guide on how to update the firmware on the CTEU-EP module. So first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna get the software from the support portal at the Festo website. So clicking support and downloads, and then here you can type in, so let's type in CTEU-EP, which is a node that we wanna work with today. And then go to the software tab. From here, you'll be able to download this software, which is called Festo Field Device Tool. Right, just click on configuration and you'll be able to download that, execute that, and install it. And once you do that, you should have the software in your computer. It'll look something like this. It's loading right now. So it'll look something like this, and like right here we can see that I already have something connected to my computer right now. So this is the IP address of the CTEU-EP, MAC ID, and this is the current firmware that it's loaded on the node. So I want to upgrade this firmware. Now there's a repository on this software, and you're probably going to want to update that repository. So here on extras and then online update, you can click firmware, and this will tell you if there are any new firmwares or new updates available. In this case, I do see that there's a new update available, 2.3.0. So I can click in here, check that, and then click download. But in this case, I want to follow a different route. So I'm going to pull that firmware from a file that I have on my computer. But it's the same thing. So let's do this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna right click on the module, firmware, and then it's going to say, okay, the device will reboot now. You want to continue? Yes. So now here I know I can see which firmwares are currently loaded into the Festo Field Device Tool software, and I see that the one that it's on my device right now, 2.0.2, and then there's another, it's the same version but a bootloader. So, but I want the 2.3.0, and let's suppose that someone sent me this new firmware over an email, and I saved it on my computer. So I'm gonna browse for that, and then I have it. Firmware CTEU-EP, and then here I have it 2.3.0. This is what you will get in your computer if someone send it over an email. Double click on that, and now you'll see it on your repository here in the software. Now, technically, what you have to do now is just click on it and then download firmware. You can see here I still have 2.0.2. Once I click download firmware, it'll ask me if I'm sure I want to download the firmware. I'll say yes, and this will take a couple 1 minute or 2 minutes to download. So the firmware is almost done downloading here, 99%. Okay, now once that is done, it says successfully downloaded the firmware. So what I can do now is I can, okay, here I get this dialog box. I can click OK. It says that the device reboots automatically. I click OK. And then I'm going to get this screen which says, okay, your previous version of the firmware was this, your current version is this, and the state is okay, and that's it, all right? So this is just a general information screen. Now this window, I can just close it, and I can come back here. As you can see, the device already rebooted, so I see my device here again, but with the newer firmware here. So that's basically what you have to do to upload the firmware upgrade the firmware on the CTEU-EP. Thank you.